As content creators in the true crime genre, it's important to strike a balance between captivating storytelling and maintaining monetization. Today, we dive into a crucial aspect of content creation, understanding the words and phrases that can potentially lead to demonetization on YouTube. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can ensure your content remains both engaging and financially sustainable. Sensitive language and graphic descriptions. When discussing violent or disturbing events, opt for factual descriptions over sensationalism. Avoid explicit and gratuitous language that could be perceived as overly graphic or disrespectful. Explicit and offensive terms. Steering clear of explicit language, slurs, and offensive terms is not only essential for maintaining monetization, but also for respecting the diverse sensibilities of your audience. Medical jargon and graphic medical details. While medical details can provide context, avoid excessive and explicit descriptions of injuries, post-mortem examinations, and graphic medical procedure. Sexual and offensive content. Refrain from discussing explicit sexual content, sexual assault, or using offensive language that might violate YouTube's community guidelines. Hate speech and discrimination. Steering clear of hate speech, discriminatory language, and content that targets specific individuals or groups ensures a respectful and inclusive environment for your audience. Child exploitation and abuse. Understand the gravity of discussing crimes involving minors. Tread carefully and ensure that your content does not inadvertently violate child safety and exploitation guidelines. Shocking thumbnails and titles. Thumbnails and titles that excessively highlight violence or graphic imagery can lead to demonetization. Choose titles and visuals that accurately represent the content without exploiting sensitive topics. Misleading or exaggerated claims. Avoid misleading or exaggerated claims in your titles, descriptions, or content itself. Accurate representation is essential for building credibility and maintaining monetization. Controversial and divisive topics. While you might discuss controversial topics, approach them responsibly and without sensationalism. Avoid promoting divisive viewpoints or encouraging hate. Endorsement of harmful behavior. Refrain from endorsing or glorifying harmful behavior, including criminal acts, violence, or illegal activities. Discussing suicide and self-harm. If discussing suicide or self-harm cases, approach them with sensitivity, adhere to guidelines, and provide appropriate resources for viewers seeking help. Drug use and substance abuse. While discussing substance-related crimes, avoid glorifying drug use and instead focus on the legal aspects, societal impact, and potential consequences. Excessive use of swearing. While some swearing might be acceptable, excessive and gratuitous use of strong language can impact monetization and audience retention. Political and religious sensitivities. While exploring the societal implications of crime, be cautious when discussing political and religious topics to avoid alienating your audience. Crafting content that respects YouTube community guidelines and maintaining monetization is a balancing act for true crime creators. By avoiding sensitive language, graphic descriptions, and offensive terms, you not only uphold your channel's integrity, but also provide an environment that welcomes diverse audiences. Remember, responsible content creation isn't just about avoiding demonetization. It's about fostering a community that engages, learns, and discusses true crime with empathy and respect. Until next time, keep creating content that educates, enlightens, and entertains within the boundaries of responsible storytelling.